Leonardo DiCaprio's name evokes both Hollywood glamour and profound artistic commitment. For 3 decades, he has captivated audiences, transforming from a global teen idol into one of cinema's most respected and selective actors. But his journey wasn't accidental, it was a carefully orchestrated evolution, a relentless pursuit of challenging roles designed to shed a limiting image and carve out a legacy defined by artistic integrity and profound character immersion. This is the story of how Leonardo DiCaprio strategically reinvented himself, one meticulously chosen role at a time, establishing a benchmark for purposeful stardom. Even before the dizzying heights of global superstardom, DiCaprio showed glimmers of the intense performer he would become. His early roles in independent films like This Boy's Life and What's Eating Gilbert Grape revealed a raw, undeniable talent. He wasn't merely a pretty face, he possessed a compelling vulnerability and an innate ability to inhabit complex, often troubled characters, earning him critical acclaim and an early Academy Award nomination, hinting at the depths he could plumb long before he was a household name. Then came Titanic in 1997. James Cameron's epic romance didn't just break box office records, it cemented Leonardo DiCaprio as a global phenomenon, a quintessential teen heartthrob. His portrayal of Jack Dawson captured millions of hearts, but this immense popularity also created a paradox. The more he was adored for his looks and romantic charm, the harder it became to be seen as a serious dramatic actor. This defining moment catalyzed his strategic decision to deliberately pivot his career trajectory, seeking to break free from the golden cage of fame. In the immediate wake of Titanic's success, DiCaprio faced a critical juncture. The world expected him to capitalize on his newfound romantic lead status. Instead, he made choices that puzzled many. He deliberately avoided the predictable path of similar romantic blockbusters. His next few projects, while not always critical darlings, were clear attempts to diverge, seeking out darker, more complex narratives and shying away from roles that simply leveraged his heartthrob appeal, signaling his intent to redefine his career on his own terms, much to the surprise of Hollywood executives. While his ambition to diversify was clear, the path wasn't entirely smooth. Films like The Beach, 2000, attempted to position him as a more mature, adventurous lead, yet it struggled critically, failing to fully shed his established image. This period served as a crucial learning experience, reinforcing that mere deviation wasn't enough, he needed a more focused, strategic approach to role selection. It underscored the importance of working with visionary directors in truly transformative material to break free from the typecasting that threatened his artistic aspirations. The real turning point arrived with the legendary director Martin Scorsese. Their first collaboration, Gangs of New York, 2002, was a seismic shift. Here, DiCaprio wasn't a romantic lead but a gritty, vengeful orphan, immersing himself in a brutal historical epic. This partnership was more than just a job, it was a mentorship that would profoundly shape his artistic direction, validating his ambition for serious, challenging cinema and offering him the platform to truly shed his past image under the guidance of a master storyteller, establishing a dynamic duo. With Scorsese and other discerning directors, DiCaprio's preparation methods intensified. He became renowned for his immersive approach, delving deep into research, spending months living and breathing his characters' worlds. For The Aviator, he studied Howard Hughes extensively, meeting with people who knew him. For Blood Diamond, he honed a convincing South African accent and understood the geopolitics. This wasn't mere acting, it was an anthropological study, a complete assimilation of identity, transforming him physically and psychologically into the roles he embodied. The early 2000s saw DiCaprio firmly establish his new trajectory. Under Steven Spielberg, he played the real-life con artist Frank Abagnale Jr. in Catch Me If You Can, 2002, a role demanding immense charm, wit, and vulnerability. Then came The Aviator, 2004, another Scorsese collaboration, where he meticulously portrayed the eccentric billionaire Howard Hughes. These roles demonstrated his range, moving far beyond superficial appeal to tackle complex, flawed, and profoundly human characters, garnering significant critical praise and awards recognition, solidifying his path. The momentum continued with The Departed, 2006, a taut crime thriller where DiCaprio portrayed an undercover state trooper, pushing his emotional boundaries. In the same year, Blood Diamond showcased his fierce commitment to social issues, playing a morally ambiguous diamond smuggler. For this role, his physical transformation and dedication to the harsh realities depicted were clear, including learning a convincing accent. These were not easy choices, they were intentional dives into morally complex narratives, demanding every ounce of his dedication and acting prowess, further cementing his reputation. DiCaprio's preparation often extended to extreme lengths, both physically and mentally. For The Revenant, he endured brutal conditions, eating raw bison liver and braving freezing temperatures, truly embodying the survivalist spirit of Hugh Glass. This wasn't merely about method acting, it was about pushing personal limits to achieve authentic portrayal, a deep respect for the story and character that required him to undergo profound personal sacrifices, showcasing an unparalleled dedication to his craft and the raw honesty it required to bring such a harrowing tale to life. The creative synergy between DiCaprio and Scorsese became legendary, rivaling even the director's collaborations with Robert De Niro. Together, they explored themes of ambition, corruption, and the darker side of the American dream across 5 films, including Shutter Island and The Wolf of Wall Street. Scorsese provided the challenging material, and DiCaprio delivered performances of increasing complexity and depth, each film pushing him further into the realm of prestige cinema and cementing his status as a leading dramatic force, creating a modern cinematic partnership. While Scorsese was a foundational partnership, DiCaprio also sought out other auteur directors who offered equally demanding roles. His collaboration with Christopher Nolan on Inception, 2010, saw him navigate a complex, mind-bending narrative, showcasing his ability to lead a high-concept blockbuster with intellectual gravitas. Later, his work with Quentin Tarantino in Django Unchained, 2012, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, 2019, displayed a different facet, embracing stylized violence and nuanced villainy, further expanding his repertoire and solidifying his versatility across diverse genres. Despite critical acclaim and numerous nominations, the elusive Academy Award for Best Actor became a running narrative in DiCaprio's career. Each challenging performance, from The Wolf of Wall Street's debauched Jordan Belfort to The Great Gatsby's tragic Jay Gatsby, fueled public anticipation. The lack of an Oscar seemed to underscore his commitment to the work itself, rather than external validation, yet it simultaneously built immense pressure and a collective desire for him to finally receive the industry's highest honor, making his eventual win all the more impactful. The pursuit finally culminated in 2016 with The Revenant. Alejandro G. Inarritu's brutal survival epic demanded perhaps his most physically grueling and emotionally raw performance to date. Enduring extreme conditions and minimal dialogue, DiCaprio delivered a visceral portrayal of resilience and vengeance. This performance, the culmination of decades of strategic role choices and obsessive preparation, finally earned him the coveted Academy Award, an acknowledgement of his unwavering dedication to the craft and his evolution as an actor, a truly defining moment in his career. With the Oscar secured, DiCaprio's commitment to using his platform for global issues only intensified. For years, he had quietly championed environmental causes, founding the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation in 1998. This wasn't a sudden shift, it was a natural extension of his thoughtful, purpose-driven life. He leveraged his celebrity not for personal gain but to advocate for climate change awareness, conservation, and sustainable practices, becoming as well known for his activism as for his acting prowess, demonstrating a holistic approach to his influence. In recent years, his passions have converged. Films like Before the Flood, a documentary he produced, and Don't Look Up, 2021, where he played a scientist warning about a comet, directly reflect his environmental concerns. He strategically chooses projects that not only challenge him creatively but also align with his deeply held convictions. This integration of his public platform and his artistic choices further distinguishes him, demonstrating a holistic approach to his career that transcends mere entertainment, proving that art can indeed serve a greater purpose. Post-Oscar, DiCaprio has continued his remarkably selective approach to filmmaking. He isn't interested in churning out blockbusters for the sake of it. Instead, each project is a carefully considered investment of his time and talent, often with directors he trusts implicitly, like Scorsese or Tarantino. This deliberate pacing ensures that every performance carries weight and contributes meaningfully to his evolving legacy, reinforcing his reputation as an actor who prioritizes artistic merit over commercial quantity and who is always seeking new creative frontiers to explore. From the fresh-faced heartthrob of the 90s to the Oscar-winning environmentalist, Leonardo DiCaprio's 30-year evolution is a masterclass in strategic career management and unwavering artistic dedication. He consciously broke free from the confines of early fame, consistently seeking out roles that demanded transformation, embracing arduous preparation, and forging powerful collaborations. His journey is a testament to an actor who refused to be typecast, who prioritized craft over celebrity, and who ultimately redefined what it means to be a Hollywood star with depth, purpose, and unparalleled commitment to his art.